Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nanda Setya Darmawan, and I would like to deliver a speech with the title of my speech is Millennial Power of Making Indonesia Country Better as a Part of Nationalism. So ladies and gentlemen, what we're gonna talk today? We're gonna talk about millennials, all the things about millennials. And then how about the correlations about the millennial generations and making Indonesia country better? So ladies and gentlemen, before I get started, I would like to ask you some questions. How do you know and what do you know about millennial generations? What is millennial? Are we millennials? Are our parents millennials? Or even our grandparents are millennials? This is gonna be a good things and a good theme to discuss today. So ladies and gentlemen, millennials are the generations who were born between in the early 1980s and in the early 1990s. And some people often called and often include the children who were born in the early 2000s as also millennials. Millennial generations are actually referred to generations Y, and they are all very good in social media and gaming. So today, what I have to tell you is, every generation has their own character, has their own values, attitudes, and even quirks. And every generation likes to think that they were better than every generation that came before or after. And for me, that is actually normal. So right now today, what we have to tell you and what we have to know is that millennial generation divided by two categories. Millennial generation in a positive ways and millennial generations in the negative ways. And as we know together, the millennial generations are characterized in so many different ways, and I have to tell you about that. So the first is in the positive ways. As we know together, that the millennial generation are the most educated human in human history. They are all having a brilliant idea. Millennial generation is very smart. They always live in this world with technology. And they were all very amazing of making new concepts, making a new idea, making a new change in this world. And right now today, you have to know that millennial generations have so many options, have so many choices. But in the other hand, millennial generations has a lot of choices. Like this. There was like do I want to get a job by using my own business? Or do I want to get a job by joining another one's business? Do I want to do freelance or do I want to do in the office? Flexibility or insecurity? So that is going to be incredible questions. It is incredibly important to us to know that millennial generations have so many options and choices. And then, in the negative sides of millennial generation is that millennial generation is very materialistic. They like to jump job to job. They don't have any idea to get respect to another one community, not having an impact to larger community. But then actually, that is actually normal. So ladies and gentlemen, what I have to tell you is I would like to make a little experiments. Let's assume together and let's think together that the weakness of millennial generations are their negative ways, and the power is in the negative and the positive ways. So maybe I also want to tell you and I want to show you that the millennial generations has more power than the weakness. It's like we are living in this country, in this world, and every millennial generation always lived with the technology, with the social media platform, and they are armed with the smartphones, gadgets, laptops, and another stuff that can make they easily to do something. That isn't actually maybe can be a great power for millennial generations to know and to realize. And after that, how about the correlations between making Indonesia country better and the millennial power? Every generation has their own mindsets, has their own brilliant idea. So what we have to do right now is to have a great mindset that we can do something. We are able to do something to make this country better again. I want to tell you, and as we know together, that Indonesia country is a very large country. It's a very big country. It's a very beautiful and wonderful country. Indonesia country has 5 big islands, and every island has their own culture, has their own character, has their own values and traditional languages, food, clothes, foods, and many others. And what we have to do is to realize that we have something called millennial power. What we have to do next? What we have to do is to use our power to make this culture better and to be known to the whole world. So that is going to be a good challenges for us to do. We have to promote our culture, Indonesia country, to the whole world in order to make the whole world know that Indonesia country is a very beautiful country. And as if it's like if we don't use our power to make Indonesia country better with our power, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. So because of that, we have to use all that power that we have to make our country better. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all for my speech. I hope you can learn something new about it and enjoy it. So before I go, I have to say one quote. Let's do big things, not just to create progress, but to create purpose. Let's believe in ourselves that we can change the world with our millennial power. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.